Hey guys, welcome to the next part of the Liverpool reviews, and we are now in February in 2029, going into possibly another decade soon, which is weird to think about, but there you go. We are third currently, with a game in hand on Arsenal, who are second there, as you can see, and it is once again Tottenham leading the way. They are just so good at the moment. I mean, they really are good. I mean, they've only, so have we really. Conceded 13. And we scored more goals, but we are weirdly a point. Even if we win this game in hand, we are still going to be behind them. And actually, no, they could actually. I don't know why are Arsenal on 25. I don't know, but anyway, as you can see, it's quite tight at the moment. The top five separated by 9 points. City in sixth, which is a bit weird. I suppose they're turn to fall. I suppose we've had everyone sort of in that, apart from us really, in that sixth spot. We've had Chelsea, United, Arsenal, and Tottenham all down there. So I don't know, bit of a weird one. Birmingham up in seventh, which is a bit weird. Blackburn, Everton, Wigan, it's pretty much the same. It's been the same like last 10 years in this sort of top 10 bit here. But yeah, let's have a look at our transfers before we do anything else. Now, I said I wanted to gut this team, and I wasn't going to gut this team. I only wanted to swap out a few names, players, and so on. And this has helped. As I said, Moore and Fierro would leave. Guess where he's ended up? Yes, obviously Tottenham. And he is going to score many goals against me now. So that's a slight shame. Carlos Fierro, thankfully though, not the same. He's gone back to Mexico. He's playing for America. Whatever the hell they are, he's 34, he's not that bad. Yarfanini went to Bayern Munich. Now, the thing about this lad was, he was really unfortunate. He was really good. He was very impressive when he came here in his first season. I mean, I got half my money back pretty much, that's not that bad. And he had 5 assists in 5 games, and he was man of the match and had a really good start. And then, of course, he broke his cruciate ligaments. I was out for the rest of the season. And when he came back, he wasn't quite the same player. He still had really good stuff, but you got the feel he just wasn't as good. He never had the same impact, and it was a shame really because he was really good at the start, and then he broke his cruciate and was never the same. I sent Marius Alcaver, on loan to Valencia. I'm hopefully going to bring him back for next season. He looks really good. He's unsettled. That's a bit weird. He's the Barcelona wonder kid who I'm really high hopes on. I think I just needed, because I didn't really have room for him in the team, because I've brought these 2 players in who we'll see in a moment. I just want to focus on Paul James here, who is a Nigerian centre-back. Looks very, very good indeed. He's only 20. His potential is 3.5 stars, which is excellent on this. It's better than Carazello, same as Simon Moore. And at 20 years old, I think that's pretty decent. So I decided to go ahead with him. He's one of the highest potential players on the game. Now, I've talked about, I only have a small database with only the Premier League active, so I don't get a lot of players. Obviously, I'm going to miss out occasionally on, 4 or 5 star potential or ability players. Now, that's a risk I'm willing to take, so I can get through these. So I can play this game at a good pace, because if I have more leagues on, it's just going to be slow and painful and horrible, and my computer can't really run it very well. So, I can, but it'd take the time. So, yeah, I'm not willing to do that. No, that's just the way I roll. Now, this was really, really interesting. I didn't sign him for the name. I just want to point out straight away, the name had about a 0.001% reason why I signed him. He's called Luis Suarez. He wears the number 7. I've given the 7 to him. And Fredinho, who was, of course, the previous number 7, now wears number 10. And, he's alright. He's a good little player. 3.5 star again. Not as good as Fredinho. Then again, he's an absolute monster. 3.5 million from Real Madrid. Very, very good. I mean, what's he? 11 goals in 15 appearances. That's 12 overall in, I think, 20 or 40. I don't know what you count, but yeah. Good little player, actually. Not as good as the old Suarez, but still, Well, this was a big signing of the summer. Juan Nicolas Castillo, both Spanish, which is a bit weird. He's a little injury prone. I will give him that. He is slightly injury prone. If you look at his, he's 10 goals in 13 games with 7 assists as well, which is very, very good. He's a player. He's like sort of a Torres, if you get me. I don't mean a lazy boy twat. No, I'm only kidding. But you know, he doesn't do a lot in the game, but when his moment comes, I mean, I'm talking about him in his prime here, of course. He doesn't do a lot for the team. He doesn't do a lot during the game, but he's just then always in and around the box, and he just appears from nowhere. And it's like, well, where did he come from? So, you know, he's very, very good. He is extremely good little player. He's only played a few times because, you know, look at this already. I'm going to sign him in. Let's see, that was in late August. He had a thigh strain. Then he broke his collarbone. Oh, sorry, no, actually, no, let me just show you, actually. This is actually his entire career. I think I've just jumped a bit ahead of myself there. Look, he gashed his head 3 times in a row. Concussion. He's had more concussions. He's sprained his ankle. He's... Bloody hell. How is this guy not a mutant by now? My God. This is incredibly... I mean, his worst one was... well, it's not even going to do okay, but whatever. You know, he's broken his ankle, he's torn his hamstring. It's not even doing it. Hang on, things screwed up. But yeah, as you can see, since he's been here, you know, he torn his hamstring, kept him out for 3 months, which was a pain in the arse. And then he fractured his arm just about a month ago. So I think he's coming back now. But yeah, that was a pain in the arse. I just feel as if we'd had him for longer, we may be higher up in the table. I don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see. So this is the squad so far. So this is, I've slightly, you know, toned it down. It's slightly smaller. Slightly. Still, it's 25. It hits the 25 player limit. Okay, I've got 25. I mean, I'm talking there. Obviously, I've got 25 over the age of 21. I've got like 6 players who are over 20 or who are 21 or under. But yeah, you know, some of these players are pretty decent. I think I am run slightly low on strikers now. I mean, Castillo's been injured. Schwartz and Brett Torrance, who are very much so backups. Now we're only down to Goetz, Suarez and Fredinho. That's 3 strikers. That's not that many. Goetz as well is really on his way out. He's really not been that good at all this season. 3 goals and 17 appearances. His ratings are down. His confidence is alright, I suppose. But, you know, he's really down at the moment. As you can see, all the goals have been shared fairly, you know, equally. Suarez with 12. Get used to saying Suarez again now. Fredinho again with 11. His consistent self. Castillo with 10, even though he's barely even a part of the team. Sadler, I mean, he's got 5. Okay, Goetz, but you know, for his reputation, you expect better. And yeah, and Lopez, who is, I've mentioned before, a brilliant free kick taker. He has taken some brilliant free kicks this season. I mean, I'm talking like 35-yarders. Like, seriously. So, anyway, let's have a look at the fixtures, how we've got on. Good pre-season overall, but a terrible start to the season as we lost the Community Shield. They were just too much for us, and it kind of showed really how, you know, maybe the tide has changed a bit. You know, we were the dominant team for about 10 years now. Maybe Tottenham are coming in. So, yeah, bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest, but yeah, no Community Shield for us, and things got worse as our first game was against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, something which hasn't happened since 2003. Now, if we just look, can I just point you in the direction of the Chelsea goals? Yeah. I couldn't explain. I really... I'll tell you what, I don't even need to talk about this. Can I just show you them? Because this was just fucking retarded. Castillo had a great debut. Suarez actually had his debut at the Community Shield, and he was terrible then against the whole team, really. They actually have a goalkeeper called Castillo, Chelsea, which is quite funny. So yeah, and Sadler has now wearing the number 8 shirt since Goetz has retired. And there he is, you know, just on the spot. Scored on his debut, a great start. So, you know, we're holding on, thinking, yeah, it's going to be our season this time. You know, we're holding Chelsea, we're doing well. I've got a better team. I feel happier about them. 91st minute, this happens. Deflected onto the bar and in. I'd expect that. I'm going to expect that's how Liverpool will lose the final. I expect this is going to be what's going to happen at Wembley, or will happen. And then this happens. Very odd. You know, Sadler, believe it or not, sorry, still building it up. This is where Matai, you know, he's lost his mojo a bit, you know, that potential. Then this happened. This is the 96th minute. and I was crying. I wasn't really, but yeah, this was incredible. They only had 3 shots on target the whole game. I was stunned. I was at this point. My laptop was teetering on my window screen, on my window ledge, and I could have easily just pushed it off and not give a shit. But yeah, that was desperately disappointing. But we came back and we had a good restart, I suppose. With good victories. Suarez got a hat trick on his home debut, which was great. Um, Newcastle, we played them, who have really dropped. To be honest, they're really nowhere near as good as they used to be. With the likes of Emmanuel Thomas and all that, who are absolute beasts. Champions League group. This is how we are. We got on a very difficult group again, but we didn't make too much of meal of this one. It was 2-0 against Porto, 2-1 against Atletico Madrid, 5-0 against Olympiacos, 1-1 against Olympiacos, their place, but I think I played a slightly weakish team. Let's have a look. I think I did. Oops, sorry, not that one. Yeah, it was reasonably weak, and we had Maloney, we had Barnes, Goller. Bear in mind, Barnes is like 20, 21. Yeah, he's 21, he's really young. Goller, of course, who I've told before, he's only 17 and he's been playing here. I brought him in straight away. Look, he was 15 there. 16, 17. So, I put him in early and he's got genuine potential, that lad. So, pretty young team. I wasn't too disappointed at that point. And yeah, so we had another 1-1 draw against Porto and then a 3-1 victory over Atletico. So yeah, I was really happy, to be honest, with the Champions League performance. Not so much though with the League Cup performance, as guess who we got? Tottenham yet again. I couldn't believe this. We were shit, to be honest. We had no shots on target, but the fact that we got Tottenham was more nothing. It was just absolutely incredible. Goetz was shocking, and this was, to me, I just said to him, listen, you're going in the reserves. It was around this time I put him in the reserves a bit because he was so bad. I mean, his performances are so, I don't know, you might look at that think, I'm being a bit jumpy here, I'm jumping to conclusions for a bit, or I'm just picking on him or whatever. No, but you're not seeing them over a consistent basis. You're seeing this every couple of games. Think, every player has a bad game every so often. No, he kept doing this on a consistent basis, and it's just winds you up. When you have the expectations of him, and he has been basically your star player. Imagine if Steven Gerrard suddenly, in the next couple of years, he has kind of now, I suppose. Not really to an extent, but he's like, imagine if he suddenly just dropped in forms and just didn't give a shit anymore. That kind of thing. That's what Goetz feels like I'm doing at the moment. And this one killed me a bit because United beat us as well. Now, it didn't kill me because it was United. It killed me because this guy here, Lois Pasquia, I was very, very close to signing him. In fact, I had it there on the transfer. I'd accepted, everything was accepted, done, and ready to go. £20 million it was, and I cancelled the transfer at the very last second. Why? Because I had over 25 players if he joined, and I wouldn't have been able to fit anyone. So that was, and I was going to make sure, I had a 25-man squad. I'm talking about over 21s here. And I cancelled it. And he scored against me in time for United, the twat. So screw him. We then played Tottenham at home. The 2 Mills scored. Obviously, Jerry Mills scored against me. No surprise there. And yeah, it was very, very stuttery start. It was 1-0 and Matei again scoring an own goal. He was rubbish. Yeah, we had a bad game here against Southampton. We were poor. But thankfully we recovered a bit. And we recovered for a little bit, and then we had a 1-0 against defeat against Everton. Ron Lescott, remember him? Yeah, he scored against us. All the old boys are coming back now, just rubbing in, that was painful again. But thankfully we beat Man City 2-0. Acosta and Shimpy, the left backs, which is a bit weird, getting the goals. 2-2 draw at Arsenal. You know the story. We take the lead, they get it back, we take the lead again, and they score in the 90th odd minute. And that's exactly what happened here. Yet again, I've lost count of how many times doing this. I don't know what it is. There's a trait at the Emirates, I'm pretty sure it is, where they score in the 90th minute almost 9 out of 10 times. If you're winning, they're going to equalise. Fact. I don't know what it is. We got battered in this game, and we came with a 2-2 draw. I wasn't too disappointed. Well, I was actually. I was gutted the fact that they can see that they scored in the 91st minute. But there you go. 6-1 against Blackburn. Hopefully, I thought, we went down. I think did we? Yeah, we went down 1-0, and I thought this is going to be terrible. But no, thankfully we pulled it back to 6-1, which was good. And then 5 against Leicester, and then I brought Goers back into the team, and then he got a penalty, and I thought, here we go, chance for him to get back in to some sort of form, and he missed the penalty. No worry though, because Suarez got a hat trick, so that was good. Much better thing this time in the cup though, as we played yet another big gun. So thanks game, you've really given me a good chance this year. We went down 1-0 again. This time it was Tina Alexander getting a goal for Man United, but Goetz answering his critics here. I'll show you this, answering his critics with especially me, with an 82nd minute winner at Old Trafford, so that was very good. Just show you this. It was Castillo, good work again. Let's go, it's bullet header. Couldn't really miss, really could have, let's be honest, but there you go. And yeah, these have been the latest results so far. We're doing really impressive all of January. I think I won Manager of the Month here. I think that 6-1 really kick-started everything, and then we played Chelsea 3-1. They got a bit of revenge there. Goetz again. He came into a bit of form, Goetz, actually. He's done ever since, turn of the year, he's done better. Suarez Castillo linking up nicely when they play. 5-0 there against the consecutive Birmingham teams of West Brom and Birmingham. And we won in the FA Cup as well against Leicester with Suarez getting the goal. So, we're actually not doing too badly. We'll be playing Lyon in the Champions League. We've also got Huddersfield in the 5th round. So it's a winnable competition, these two, hopefully. We'll see how we get on. Now, in a couple of episodes' time, I will be... In fact, no, actually, no, sorry. It won't be there. It won't be in a few episodes' time. I'll just show you now. A lot of people want to know about this team and all that sort of stuff. Who, like information stuff. So this is currently how everything looks. Sort of the general facts. Everyone's like, shows you legends and icons and so on. These are the favoured personnel. I don't think it really makes much difference, to be honest. But yeah, they're favoured personnel. I don't know exactly what. I think they're like potential legends and icons, I assume. I don't know, or maybe some of them are. I don't know. Icons, Robbie Fowler, which would be weird. I think he's a legend personally. Carragher, also a legend. Roger Hunt is a legend. Ronnie Moran, fair enough. Callaghan, the most appeared player with the most appearances. I think he's 800 appearances, or was it? That's the fire alarm. I don't believe it. That is the first time that's ever happened to me before. That's the fire alarm has just gone off in the middle of the commentary. I've never experienced that before. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that, before we were strangely interrupted. Ian Callaghan, many, I think it was Ian Callaghan, with the most appearances for the club. David Alaba, which was really interesting. He's a bit of an icon. He has been here for quite some time, Alaba now. How long? 2008. Oh, he's been over 10 years. It's not bad for £9 million as well. That's pretty impressive. Getting on a bit now, but then we've got John Aldridge, John Barnes, Alan Kennedy, Tommy Smith. Goetz is an icon, which is interesting. Fredinho, an icon. Emlyn Hughes, Terry McDermott, and of course John Toshak. Legends. Let's just go over some of the interesting obviously we've got myself, which is anyway, let's gloss over that. Travis Sadler is a legend, which is good. Christian Eriksen, Carlos Fierro, Sebastian Coates, Luis Suarez. That's of course not that's Luis Suarez of the old. That's the current striker in real life, not the one I've just signed. Bob Paisley, Bill Shankly, Anna Hansen, Ian Rush, Stephen Gerrard, and of course Kenny Dalglish. I'm surprised at why many people don't know why we value him as we do. It's because he is arguably the greatest player we've ever had. If you've not seen him, then, which is fair enough because he is Scottish, you don't see him on a world stage, let's be honest here. In the same way you don't see George Best on the world stage. He was the best player, and there are people like, why do you like him so much? It's like, because he's our best player ever. He won, not just as, I'm talking as a player there, I'm just, forget his manager stuff for a minute, overall, he was one of our best players. Fact. That's why. You are currently rich, which is good. Now, the good thing, of course, having a new stadium, you have more season ticket holders. We've got as many season ticket holders. Actually, we've got more season ticket holders for this stadium than we have with the whole capacity of Anfield, which is really good. There is a loan debt, however, that has come down. It was about 150 million a few years ago, so the chairman are actually bringing that down, hopefully, which is really good. the facilities, the state of the art, excellence and excellence. So that's what you want. Yeah. So hopefully you could now, if you're at that, if you make sure you've got to keep going onto the board. You go to the boardroom, interact with the board, and you say, listen, I want, sorry, I want. Can we improve training facilities? Can we improve the youth facilities, the corporate facilities, and so on? I think we need to improve the the training facilities next. They need to be excellent. If it can go any higher than that, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Just to give you an idea of how many times, what I've done here, if we sort of take into account, the difference now as Liverpool look in real life. 8 European Cups, obviously we've got to add 3 that I've won. You got 2005, then I've got 2014, 2016, and then 2024, which we just won a few years ago. 2 Club World Championships, I think a few Super Cups. I can't remember how many we actually have in real life. I think it's 3, so I've won 2 of them. 29 out leagues, obviously that means that's 11 for me. And I'm sure there's going to be some random guys are going to come across this video going, what happens when you turn off your computer? Liverpool don't have more than, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there, but whatever. 14 FA Cups. How many do we have? Okay, depending on when this video comes out, we could either have 7 or 8. I don't know. I'm going to assume. Okay, at the point of recording this, it's 7. So, because that's what my mouse mat is, it's 7 FA Cups, and of course the 12 League Cups are just 1 or 8th in real life. So 4 more. That's not that many actually, considering I've won a lot more, and I don't know how many Community Shields we've won, like 16, I think 17. So we've won about 4 or 5 of them. So that's that. The records, these are of course as valid as from the start of the game, from the 5th of July 2011. Let's see. So top goal scorer, the most I think we've had. Yeah, going over them all. You've got Andy Carroll, which was in the first one. The most obviously we've had is who's got the most? 45 was of course Luis Suarez. That's my phone. God, everyone's going off. Goet's got 40 in 2019. And yeah, so that's that. Transfers, of course, the highest transfer paid type. Oh, okay. Of course, the most paid, of course, was 52 million for Mario Götze. And yes, there you go. That's just just a really quick overview as to what the reputation is and all that sort of stuff. Just a little quick insight there for you. I will be putting this save up again shortly up for download, so it's a bit of an updated save. If I think the last one's in like 2018 or something, so this one I'll put this one in for the 2029-2030 save. So if you want to download that, it will be at the end of this season, the end of this season, the start of next season, basically. So yeah, that's that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.